All right, hello, and welcome to Stasis Pod, the Transformers Cyberverse podcast. I'm Rob.
I'm Jen.
And I'm David. I can be your hero.
I can be your hero, baby.
He can take away the pain.
Yeah, I was trying to remember the lyrics to the song.
And yeah, just in time for a movie where Megatron is a good guy, at least for the start of the movie. I haven't actually seen it. Unlike, I believe, at least one of us here.
I was gonna say, unlike everybody else in the world, because everyone seems to have seen it already as we're recording.
I could have seen it a couple days ago when they had the preview a week ahead of time.
Oh, I thought you'd gone to see that.
No, it was over an hour and a half drive to a town I've been to but don't really remember, so I don't know where the theater was, and I didn't want to fight with that shit. I was like, no, I'll wait a week.
Well,
so I could just drive to the local theater.
If I didn't have my very specific personal reasons for waiting until the actual release day, I would have gone to see it on the 14th, but I did not do so because I'm not opening my presents early. I am an adult, and I can wait until my birthday to open my present, which is this movie that happens to be quite conveniently coming out on my birthday.
There you go. Yes, I'm going to see it.
And nobody has so far been spoiling it for us anywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know that there'll be any...
sequestered them into their own Discord.
I don't know there'll be any major plot developments for people who are kind of familiar with Transformers already, but we will soon find out.
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah,
I mean, most likely it's just going to be cameos and stuff.
Watch out for the Megatron guy. I think he might be a bad egg.
He might be trouble. Yeah, I assume. I mean, the spoilers at this point are really just specific details.
Yeah.
There's been some promotional stuff that's referred to it as an untold story, and it's is it though? It's been told a few times. It
kind of is untold in animated form. I mean, it's been told in comics a bunch and a couple books, but it hasn't really been delved. Prime, I think, is as close as we've gotten to really touching on that.
Yeah, I'm reading through those books.
And even that was sorta.
There are definitely some books with Transformers in them.
Maybe we're going to get a little of it in this very episode of Cyberverse. Megatron Is My Hero.
Yes.
First aired on TV October 6th, 2018. Written by Peter DeCicco, who also is writing another episode that is coming up. And apparently is the guy who's writing that is it Nezha?
Oh,
the Nezha thing.
The Nezha, the Chinese series that might be out, might not be out. Question mark?
Wait, the writing...
I figured that was being written by, Chinese people.
Yeah, I thought it was, all happening in China.
Seemingly not. I mean, maybe there's, they're writing it in the States and they're localizing it. I do not know, but he is attached to it, apparently.
That's peculiar.
Fascinating.
Yeah, and he also wrote for that... CG animated Ninja Turtle series.
Okay.
The one that had
the
one that had Sean Astin in it.
Oh, okay.
And Seth Green, I think, was Leonardo.
I guess the Nezha stuff presumably would have been being written at the same time as Cyberverse.
Right.
And it uses the same character models.
Pitches that were thrown in. It sort of makes sense, but it also kind of doesn't. But almost nothing about Nezha makes any sense.
Like all of the toys showing up on Temu.
Yes.
Or the fact that it's Nezha instead of what seems to be a better known Journey to the West outside of China.
Mm-hmm.
Until 2 years ago, I don't think I'd ever heard of Nezha. Or whenever, when the Transformers thing was there. And that was the only instance until last year. Last year I saw a Chinese animated movie about an adorable cat named Hey. I think it was Hey. And Nezha is a minor character in that.
Huh.
Yeah, I was totally unfamiliar with Nezha previously.
Yeah. Anyway,
yeah.
Cyberverse.
So yeah, this episode, Yeah, so we open, and as seen in stuff going back to the old UK comics of the 80s, Megatron is indeed a gladiator. He's got
State
the adulation of the crowd. Bumblebee is there, and as the title would imply, Megatron is his hero.
Yeah, I really like this part of this episode because it's very much, Megatron is a professional wrestler. Like the way he's pontific, like after the fight, he's cutting a promo.
I was definitely feeling like, Megatron is like the Jesse Ventura. Because, he's a wrestler who then gets into politics.
Yeah.
If The Rock would actually run for something like...
Well, he's not the only one. Kane has also gone into politics, but I think he was just a mayor. There's probably been a couple other wrestlers of note.
Oh man, if his Decepticon philosophy is all based on like weird conspiracy theories.
I mean, it could be.
Also, if he was an actor in whatever the Cybertronian equivalent of Predator is.
Oh, that would be great.
Again, that just... I wish there was more instances of little nuggets of what is art and movies and media and music like on Cybertron.
Yeah, I would like to know more. I honestly, at this point, my personal thoughts on it are just that the war has stunted them culturally.
Well, yeah, but that's the thing. Like the war. Once the war happens, that shit's all fucked. All you're getting is news. That's the only thing, which we get in like IDW and a bunch of.
All you're getting is news and propaganda.
Yeah, but like the golden age, the before times, there should be like, who's archiving this media? Where is that?
I want to make that character.
Stupid episode of like a librarian about
that's going to be my OC.
Something. No, I have made that character. That is my OC. my little guy named Longshot because it's a double pun. He loves movies. Anyway, back to
so we're back in Bumblebee's mind palace, and
yes. Is that going to be like every other episode that we start in a flashback and cut to Bumblebee?
I mean, I guess that's the titular Cyberverse. I guess I think it's just this first season.
That's why the title. Fuck.
I figured Cyberverse was just something that they made up, and I don't know. It was trademarkable
because it's Cybertron. It's a new universe.
Well, yeah, but this is the closest thing to a Cyberverse in it.
Yeah, I guess that. It would be neat if they, like, name-dropped that then.
Yes.
Because, like, I didn't get it until you just made that offhand comment. It's like, oh, yeah, that's probably why it's called Cyberverse, but it does feel, like, retroactive.
But I think it's just this first season. I hope it's just this first season.
It is just this first season.
I kind of wouldn't mind if it crops up, like, once or twice in the next future seasons, but...
No.
Like, making it an entire season... I feel is a mistake.
Yes.
That we're in the middle of. Anyway,
so she has to, convince him to go back into his mind palace to remember that Megatron...
To show that, Megatron should not be your hero.
Yeah, no, he actually sucks.
Yeah, he's actually terrible, Bumblebee. Come on.
And he's also, Megatron has lost that kind of weird Scottish accent he had a couple episodes ago.
I don't even remember.
Like, he had, like, a couple lines, and he had, like, a weird accent.
I guess, well,
also, in my notes here,
voice,
I have 2 consecutive lines say, Bumblebee is so dumb in this, like, genuinely brain damaged.
Yes.
I really appreciate Windblade's just absolute what the fuck Bumblebee when he says Megatron is his hero. She's
well, since he has amnesia, it sort of makes sense. Like, I get the premise of this episode, at least.
But she's just like, what the hell?
Frickin' Megatron.
Yeah, issuing correction on a previous memory of mine regarding the Decepticon leader, Megatron. You do not, under any circumstances, gotta hand it to him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anyway. So we
go to a rally.
We got a rally. He's going to make Cybertron great again.
Yes, not quite those exact words, but real close to those words.
He's going to use the People's Fusion Cannon.
Yeah. And also, here's the new emblem that we'll unite under, which is definitely not super evil looking.
Yeah, this is very much, this is how populism turns into fascism, so good job there.
I mean, the Decepticon logo isn't pure evil, it's very angular and aggressive, which, as a company sort of business movement logo, kind of works, but yet, I mean, it's not like it's red and black and white. Oh.
It's either that or it's a sports logo from the 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta get some teal in there.
Gotta be edgy.
Anyway, so he's wondering, could he really have brought Cybertron together? And he actually blew it apart. Kind of literally.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oops.
Oh, and we get to see lots of background characters starting this episode. We do get to see
the background guys on the... I mean, a lot of them are just Seekers.
Yeah, 50% of them are Seekers, and there's some auto body car-ish dude. There's like 2 car models, basically.
There's a rainbow of Seekers.
Then we get to see various people up at the front here. There's, like Soundwave's there, and Starscream, RC, Ratchet.
Starscream.
Various guys. So we zip to another memory, and this time Optimus Prime and Bumblebee are going to Decepticon headquarters. And Prime is like, okay, well, this is the last time I'm going to try and see if I can make him stop being crazy.
Well, their headquarters feels more like a dive bar.
Yeah.
It does. It's got big, dive bar energy.
It's like a disused warehouse or something.
Though this does have one of my favorite moments of this series. Which is when they get in there and Shockwave turns around. And
angry eyebrow.
It's like a dramatic, like the groundhog. Like the dramatic groundhog thing.
Oh yeah, the music sting is odd.
But
and of course he is Mr. Angry Eyes.
Yeah.
Or Mr. Angry Eye.
I love his angry eye. They took this face and they just added this one little trapezoidal shape to it, and it just completely changed everything, and I love it. But then he also just does this turn around just dramatically, and he's got the angry eyebrow.
Yeah, with the music, and he's welding 2 different Seekers together to make double header or something? What?
Yeah. Yep, he's pretty messed up.
He's doing mad science out in the open, dude. What?
Yes.
Yeah, this is a great political rally. Or political office. Oh, but at the beginning of the episode, Bumblebee and Shockwave high five.
Yes.
Yeah, at the event.
And I forget, was it his hand that becomes a gun, or is it the other hand?
I think it's the other hand.
Okay. It'd be funnier if it was like, oh, it was the gun hand. It is no longer a hand anymore. Oh, and I noticed, after that, because it's first some Seekers at the door, and then, what's her name?
Shadow Striker.
Shadow Striker, who gives Bumblebee an ugly look. And then it's Shockwave doing mad science. And then Starscream questions them, why the fuck are you guys here? And this is the point where I noticed the little vents on the top of Starscream's head look like cat ears.
Yes. Yes, they do. Cyberverse Starscream has a much more angular take on the traditional Starscream head, and the vents do kind of look like cat ears.
Yes.
I like it, but the cat ears are just a little weird. Like, they could be less pointy.
No, it's perfect.
So, Megatron is just, listen, we've tried negotiating, but instead we're declaring war on your people, the Autobots. So, we're not pals anymore.
Also, he does mention that Optimus was a file clerk, so we are back to the file clerking instead of
going war within here.
Yeah. Instead of the IDW, a cop. Though, I mean, I guess a cop can be a file clerk. It's just different files.
Or the Generation 1 dock worker.
Yes.
Which, stay tuned for that one.
Yes.
Yeah, kind of don't like the dock worker one. I prefer the file clerk, librarian sort of thing. Being a file clerk, cop sort of works. Being an actual cop is... I don't like that.
Being like a desk cop.
Yeah, a desk cop works, because then he gets forced into all kinds of nonsense.
So, we go forward a little more.
Wait, is the confrontation between Optimus and Megatron there, which feels really short, is that when Optimus says, yes, we can?
I think so. Yes, because Prime isn't really in the next segment.
Yeah, it's like, I forget what the prompt is from Megatron. Oh, no, it's like, can we fix the system from inside? And it's like, no, instead of using violence or whatever, it's like, Optimus is like, yes, we can.
Yeah. So we fast forward again, where, there's a real war for Cybertron going on. Bumblebee is he's scouting Shockwave's lab. He's trying to interface with Vector Sigma because Megatron is going to use Vector Sigma to reprogram the Allspark to create a new generation of Decepticons.
Oh, yeah, because
which does kind of make me wonder about the whole, nature versus nurture Autobot Decepticon thing that always seems to be a question in these things as to whether they're, inherently one or it's a matter of choice, but...
Yeah, or...
Okay.
Or maybe it's... Oh, what was the IDW thing where... Forged? Was it? What the
Decepticons were? Yeah, but that's not really that's not an Autobot Decepticon difference. That's everybody is...
No.
Made different ways, but they don't affect your...
Yeah, which...
Well, I guess
that's the thing. I prefer that as opposed to, you're born Decepticon. If
they were... gosh, I should... made to order. The constructed cold ones who are made for the war, then they would be made as one or the other. So, that could be what he means, is that they are not inherently different, but they would be born and raised as Decepticons and given all of the appropriate propaganda from the moment of sentience.
Yeah, and Shockwave has his little shock drones or whatever the hell they're called, which look like...
I love his little shock drones.
Smaller versions of his alt mode, which is 4 legs and a gun.
It's very tarantulas of him.
Yes.
Yes.
They're neat, but that's actually what his alt mode looks like. I don't like. He needs to either be a flying gun thing or that weird roadster from Prime.
I am a little surprised when we get to this where
tank.
Bumblebee, when there's fighting and Bumblebee is racing away from Starscream, that Starscream is not more of a Tetrajet shape, but...
Yeah.
But it is... it's a neat Cybertronian jet mode, but it's not a Tetrajet, which kind of surprises me.
Yeah, it just looks more like a funkified Earth vehicle as opposed to Tetrajet-ish.
Yeah,
but I guess they didn't want to have 2 models.
We're not trying too hard with the Cybertronian models here.
Yeah. No. Oh, I do like Starscream's line when he's chasing Bumblebee that calls him a dirt-kissing ground pounder.
Yeah, there is a lot of functionist trash talk going on here.
And yeah, we get an encounter with Shadow Striker here, who will be more important later.
Yeah, and she has 2 character models, one earlier in the episode and one now, where she's Frankenstein-y.
Yeah, she's increasingly Frankensteined.
It's like just girl Lockdown.
Mm-hmm.
Although I guess more than Lockdown, because Lockdown was sort of only mostly just slightly different colors. Not... Well, I think part of his legs were a different design, but it was only sort of kind of, whereas Shadow Striker's, her arms are very clearly different.
Yes. So we, he does get caught, and so Megatron decides that, you're never going to be able to tell Optimus Prime what my plans are, because, yoink, goes the voice box.
Yeah. I guess it's okay that we're revisiting this again. Seriously, though, Bumblebee is deeply broken. He's just he's super messed up.
It does say his voice box, but it more feels like, as that scene, it pans away from Megatron closing in on Bumblebee on his knees, it more feels like Megatron's just gonna crush his head.
It's
Yeah.
I mean, they do a very good job of communicating this as an act of unspeakable violence here. So, good job? ?
We're lining things up with the movie, sort of, kind of.
Yes, we are going sort of movie adjacent. Which, again, as I've said, I am ready to get past. I am ready for that to not ever come up again or be used in things with any regularity, but I guess at this point, they've already committed for this season.
Yes.
Yeah, for this season, it's fine. It works.
Here's
here.
hoping that's not how Transformers 1 ends.
I
Please
swear
no.
to God!
Yeah, I'm going to throw out an empty popcorn bucket if that happens.
I'm going to the Alamo Draft House, so I may be throwing, like, an empty pizza plate or something. I will have had an actual meal in front of me to throw things from.
All right. And
I'm not going to ask. I'm tempted to ask one of our, like, dozen friends who have seen it already, but I'm not going to ask.
Before we exit the episode, like it cuts back to be in Windblade inside his cyberverse mind palace.
Uh-huh.
And Bumblebee's just like, talk. I can still talk. Talk. And quietly in the background, Windblade says, shut up. Shut up.
I mean, relatable.
Yes. I was like, I thought that was just an odd little punchline for the episode. This was a good episode. I liked this one.
It's pretty good by Cyberverse standards.
Yeah.
I do wish it was like a double-length episode in that it was a normal-length episode.
Yeah, part of it, it's just hard to cover anything in any sort of depth when your episodes are 11 minutes long.
Right.
Because, like, the flashback of Megatron from wrestler to politician, he could have used another segment or 3 in there for that
The People's
arc.
Fusion Canon.
Yes.
Yes.
Like more of, like, because it's a fun thing in the comics that he went from wrestler to leader of an armed insurrection political movement.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really good, like, doing more of the promos, his wrestler, or combat gladiatorial promos, turning into political promos, like recycling and changing messages. That would be fun, but it's like, we just got to get through this episode in 10 minutes. Like,
Mm-hmm.
But still, I did actually like this episode. This is the first episode I've actually liked.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it did everything needed a little more room to breathe, but it was good. I guess I can grudgingly admit that this episode was okay.
Yes.
And now we have the G2 Cybernet Space Cube fly by to transition us to the next episode. Cube!
Where is the cube?
That's the name of my router. It's the Cybernet Space Cube.
The Cube!
I feel like
That's the name
can't...
of... Okay, my router's name is worse. You're never going to guess it, so I might as well say Megatron's ass.
Oh.
You also live out in the middle of nowhere. I live in a town.
Yeah.
I just call mine the Tower of London.
Okay, that was a good one. But yeah, I live in the middle of nowhere. It doesn't matter. Also, like, if anyone passes by, it's like, what's ass?
You know, I can't actually hear any of my neighbors having sex, but I did see some joke online where someone named their Wi-Fi, I can hear you having sex. And that would be pretty funny, because you're just making everybody in the area paranoid.
Yeah, every once in a while I do run past an interesting one, because I usually use my phone on Wi-Fi only, so sometimes I'm checking for things, and I forget where it was, where it's like FBI van was one of the results.
That was my horrible last set of downstairs neighbors, because the guy was absolutely the kind of guy who thinks that's hilarious.
It's mildly amusing.
Yeah, my downstairs neighbors now just have, like, their initials and a random number, and it's very charming.
Yeah, it's random numbers. I'll take anything that isn't just random numbers or the name of a printer.
But I do like the idea of changing it to I can hear you having sex, just to make everybody paranoid, like, on the entire block.
Anyway, Cube.
So yeah, this episode is Cube. First aired on American TV, October 13th, 2018.
Oh, right. I started taking notes of what the symbols are in the episodes on Hasbro's Upload.
Oh,
okay.
Yes.
Megatron Is My Hero, raised fist.
Uh-huh.
Cube, megaphone. I think it's supposed to be a megaphone.
I guess, sorta. It's supposed to be like
It's a weird emoji I don't remember. It's like, why isn't it a cube?
It's supposed to be like a Vuvuzela.
Maybe.
Yes, I don't know, but there's
I mean, I
there's
assume
cube
because it's a
emojis.
sporting event.
Cube.
Yeah.
But it's not about the cube, it's about a sporting event.
I know, but cube.
I do feel like you can't just call something in Transformers a cube at this point and have it be something small like this. It's like having a matrix, but it's just like some little thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyway, what are Bee and Windblade doing at the beginning of the episode?
Hanging out. Oh,
Yeah,
they're going
he's-
through stuff on the ship.
Yes. Like, she's found like a weird
Decepticon
cannon
ship.
or something, and he has found a...
Oh, right, the gun thing.
She's found a cube. And he's just kind of, like,
Yes.
spinning it on his finger.
A cube made
Somehow.
of other cubes, like as many cubes are attached to cubes, and
So it's-
just spinning it and confusing me. And I've started playing Fez, a game about cubes and rotating cubes this week. So
It kind of reminds me of
Stuck in my head.
that, like, companion cube.
yes, it is very companion cube shaped without the little heart in the middle.
Yeah, it does have, it's like a cube, but then it has the additional cubes on the corners.
Yeah, which seems very unsafe.
It's fine. Yeah, I don't know how it moves in any kind of... I mean, I guess we learned that it's through AI, so it's smart. Like, AI is not that smart.
Oh, and Cybertron is like... It's always weird, like, when Cybertronians have, like, little robots and AI bots and things, because, like, they're also robots. What is the difference between them other than a spark? Like, how do they measure that?
There will be more of that later this season.
I mean, they probably
And
think
every
it's...
once in a while I wonder, oh, this thing is... They say this thing is AI. Wait, did they just rip somebody's brain out? I wouldn't put that past them.
Of course, they probably say the same thing about humans. What's with these humans? They're animals, but they live with smaller animals in their houses.
Yeah. It's like the
What
bit from
makes
the new...
you different from a cat?
It's like the bit from the new DuckTales where the lady from the Moon People is watching them feed some, like, domestic ducks. And it's just like, She just looks really confused.
Does Uncle Scrooge have to jump around on a cane while on the moon in that episode?
I don't think he gets to go to the moon. I think it's mostly just Della.
Damn.
I mean, it is, of course, the classic Pluto-Goofy paradox.
Yeah.
Yes.
But at least with Transformers, it's measurable since you can open their chest and see their spark.
I do also wonder if it's weird for them to have, like, spaceships that have, like, a ship computer that's AI, but then also spaceships who are people?
Yeah. Yeah, Teletran... Well, Teletran seems very simple and, like, not that much AI. It's got a text-to-speech program glued into a base computer.
Great.
It's about on the level of, like, Whopper.
Yeah, it doesn't really take a lot of actions on its own.
Yeah.
Also, the Decepticons have Pong on their ship computer as a training game.
Yes. So, no, she reminds him that, oh, no, you actually love Cube, the famous sport of Cube.
Just the way she's talking about Cube just makes me think of the Log song.
Yeah. Cube,
long,
it's
it's
big,
long.
it's heavy, it's energon powered.
Maybe. You love Cube, Bumblebee. You know, Cube. Remember Cube from Cube? Everybody loves Cube.
We all love Cubert.
We all
Don't
love
you remember
Cube.
watching Cubert as a child?
It's just making me think of that Venture Brothers bit with the nozzle.
Yes.
Please do not be alarmed by the nozzle.
I mean, I get why they don't call it Cube Ball, because it's
Well, it's not a ball.
cube shaped.
But if, I don't know.
But,
if
like, baseball, volleyball, basketball. Usually, there's a modifier of ball for
right. We're not just saying, "Oh yeah, I love ball."
Yeah.
Cube. Like
so,
battle cube, cube toss, something. I don't know.
Cube 2, Hypercube.
Yeah.
Yes.
They're just big fans of the Canadian horror movie Cube.
Yeah.
But you can, Hypercube, Shock Cube, something.
Blast cube.
Blast Cube, Enter Cube, I don't know, something.
Cube.
Anything. So yeah, we flash back. We are indeed, Bumblebee is attempting to get into the Cube World Championship.
Mm-hmm. Yes, the big game at the Dome.
The big game.
And of course, you're not getting into one of these without a ticket. Unless, of course, you are Starscream, Dirge, and Ramjet, who are VIPs. And also heavily armed.
Yes.
Yeah. And the security officer, he's sort of barricade-ish looking.
I was thinking kind of like Ironhide.
Not movie barricade, but other barricade. Well, I guess. But like his color scheme is like newer versions of barricade that aren't based up on movie barricade.
His color scheme actually kind of made me think of like Stakeout, the Micromaster.
Yeah, I could see that.
Or a little bit, not the colors quite, but a little getaway.
Okay.
With the like the gold face, but not quite exactly. He's just kind of he's a reasonably good looking generic guy.
Yeah, who gets used a lot in this episode.
But yes, Windblade.
That's the same as the Cube players, isn't it?
Windblade is with the Seekers as a visiting dignitary.
Yes, from Caminus.
And Starscream assures her that we Jets are well taken care of as he goes through the VIP. And I'm sorry, that's functionism? It's not okay, Starscream. It's not okay.
And we get our first Coneheads.
We do get some Coneheads.
Yes, we do get to see some Coneheads.
Ramjet and Dirge. Who look, well, just like Ramjet and Dirge. They sort of look like they got bandanas on their heads.
Yeah.
Other than that, they're very basic Ramjet and Dirge.
They don't quite have the full-on Pope hats of Generation 1.
Yeah, no, they're more like... Well, no, they're not even as big as the Coneheads from SNL.
Consume mass quantities. So Bumblebee tries to get in by making himself like a dwarf-shaped guy, which doesn't work.
Well, he's sort of squatting and trying to walk behind everyone else.
He's trying to hide in Windblade's shadow.
Yeah,
hey, I'm just a little guy. I'm the birthday boy.
Would have worked if A, there wasn't a security guard for you to bump into, and B, Starscream to turn around and point his gun at you.
Yeah.
It was not a great plan.
But hey, good news. He's found the mascot. Apparently a guy who is just the mascot for the game of Cube.
Yeah,
Like, usually a mascot is for one of the teams, as opposed to the concept of the sport.
I mean, maybe he's like that NFL football robot.
Oh, you mean Cletus?
Yeah, I mean Cletus.
Spelled Cleatus, like cleats.
Does he transform into a football?
No, he's just a robot.
He's just a robot.
I don't know why he's on the broadcast, but he's just been there and we stopped asking questions.
Yeah.
He's still there?
Yeah.
I thought he started around the time of the Transformers movies.
Oh no, he's been there since like the 90s.
Yes?
Yeah.
Fuck. I could have sworn he didn't show up until the 2000s. Weird.
Yo, he's been around for a while. At least since they had that cool theme music.
Well, that music's been around since the early 90s.
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's always been CG, but I think he was very primitive CG at the beginning, and now he's...
Yeah.
I mean, I still don't understand why he's a robot, though. Like, why does your football coverage need a mascot? I don't get it.
Much like Windblade in this episode, I don't really understand sport.
But anyway, I guess, as a guy who's like cube-shaped, I guess he's kind of like the cube equivalent of Mr. Met, who's a guy with a baseball for a head.
Okay.
Yeah.
And not to be confused with Mrs. Met, who is a lady with a baseball for a head, and who is also, as the internet has deemed, dummy thick.
Oh, no.
Wait, okay, I forget what Mr. Met looks like, but I have to Google something to show you.
Is it dummy thick?
It's Mrs. Met, isn't it?
Are you
No.
Googling dummy thick?
I'm Googling baseball mask from Go Ranger.
Oh, okay, it's some Toku thing.
The very first Sentai series, all the bad guys were named something mask, gold mask, baseball mask, or whatever. A baseball mask is one of the goofiest ones ever that he keeps getting referenced into the future. Because he just loves baseball, and his head is a giant baseball.
I have just uncovered an article from CBS Sports, no less, of Mrs. Met's rear end, a photographic appreciation.
Ew. Oh, yeah, I guess Mr. Met sort of does look like his cousin. Oh.
Okay. Sure.
To answer the question that you're about to ask, Jen, no, the straights are not okay.
No, they're not. They're really not.
Miss Met.
It's not okay.
Why she got a dumpy, though? What the fuck?
Listen, as somebody who does watch baseball, I will say that a lot of baseball players do have prominent butts.
Okay.
Yes, I guess, from like the running and stuff.
Well, I think, that's where you get your hitting power.
Bases. Yeah.
From the butt.
Twisting, spin. I sort of makes it just weird that it's so obvious on the mascot.
Well, that's because Mrs. Met is a little slimmer than Mr. Met.
Anyway, weird digression.
And also, you gotta have some padding on there in case
okay.
the team's not doing so hot and people start hucking pretzels at you.
Oh, only pretzels. That's good.
And here come the pretzels.
So many things have been thrown in baseball at the field.
Anyway, so Bumblebee does indeed beat this guy up. Takes his mascot costume and then gets thrown into his mascotting duties.
Oh no, now Bumblebee is the mascot.
Which seems to be just forced onto the field and standing on a little podium and dancing, kind of. And that
everybody thinks this is much more amusing than it actually is.
Yeah.
Like everyone in the episode.
Yes. Like we've seen amusing mascot antics, but we're talking. This is definitely sub-gritty.
Some low level.
Yeah, no, he's not going anywhere near the dugouts or dancing with the players or anything.
No.
Where are the cheerleaders?
I know you need some mascot antics here, some googly eyes.
Actually, I'm kind of glad they didn't include cheerleaders. That probably would have gone badly. Here's a bunch of Elita 1 models doing dumb things.
Well, I will note that all the players here do appear to be male. As we've got Iacon City versus Polyhex.
Yeah, they're all kind of Ironhide shaped.
Yeah.
Well, they're all the same model as the mascot and the security guy.
Yeah, that's just the guy around here.
The real mascot, I mean, I am somewhat... I'm thinking a little bit about the... I believe it was the San Francisco Giants mascot.
Mm-hmm.
That was Crazy Crab, who was intended as a parody of mascots and was deliberately terrible. So fans were encouraged to boo him, but unfortunately, they also took this as an encouragement to throw beer bottles and batteries at him.
Batteries, as you do.
Why batteries? I've never understood that part. Why batteries?
I assume they had some
batteries.
Sorry?
How do you have so many batteries at a ball game?
Well, see, you bring like a portable radio to listen to the commentary.
Mm-hmm.
And then you just keep the batteries in there.
I guess.
I see. I'm just nodding. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Anyway, the mascot quit when two Padres players tackled him, and he got injured.
Oh.
I am, as you might say, a student of the sports mascot.
Apparently.
So this episode must have really spoken to you then.
It did. Like I said, that's why I needed better mascot antics. He's just dancing around. Not even in a particularly amusing way.
Valid criticisms.
I need antics.
Yes. Nope. He's just doing his best. He's just Bumblebee being a dumbass.
Oh, I just found a video about the crab.
I mean, he's not even getting to the level of UP, the Montreal Expos mascot, who is, to date, the only mascot to ever be ejected from a game by the umpires.
I'm shocked that's only happened once. I mean, I figure that would have happened in the early days all the time when they were starting using mascots. And the footage was still in black and white.
I mean, the real mascot didn't really emerge until, like, the 60s with of course, the famous San Diego Chicken. And, and of course, the Philly Fanatic.
Yes.
Prior to that, mascots had often been actual live animals.
Oh, yeah, or just a guy in a period outfit or something.
And even now, I think a bunch of...
How is the Philly Fanatic never ejected? He's from Philly.
Well, that's the thing, though. He's always in Philly.
I guess.
But anyway, I think a lot of universities and colleges still have, like, a bulldog or a horse or whatever.
Yeah. Or a bear cat.
I'm not exactly sure what a bear cat is.
What's the actual name? Bitterong, I think. It's sort of like a cross between a bear and a cat.
Oh, okay. Anyway, so there's a mascot fight here, although unfortunately it's not mascot versus mascot, or even up to the level of the scene in the 1994 action classic Sudden Death, in which Jean-Claude Van Damme has a death duel with the Pittsburgh Penguins mascot, Iceberg.
No, it's not that good.
I mean, nobody gets their head shoved into a deep fryer, so it's definitely not that good.
Oh, no.
Anyway, so Bumblebee ends up in the stands, and he sort of, he gets kicked out, and he does talk. This is where he meets Windblade, who says, I'm from Caminus, and I kind of thought I'm hanging out with these jet guys because I'm also a jet, and also I have no idea what's going on here.
And those guys kind of seem like jerks.
Yes. So he's kind of like explaining what cube is. So he gets kicked out again.
Because, again, he's not supposed to be there. He does not have a ticket.
But she's using her telepathic city speaker abilities
which is really weird. Like, she goes full Jean Grey on him.
Yeah, I don't seem to recall that city speaker give you the ability to do it. And this is the first time this concept had been translated to animation, I think, unless it's in that Combiner Wars Machinima thing that everyone hated. That might also be in there.
I could not tell you.
I think that's mostly just talking to Metroplex. Normally it's the thing. You talk to the city that is a person.
Right.
And understand the city. Like, there's a thing about how city... What is it? Geo something. Anyway, but no, it's not normally talking through the city. It's talking to the city.
Yes. Right. So he sneaks back in, and this time he finds out the Seekers are planning... They're bored with the match. They're planning to mess up the game by putting in an evil cube.
They hacked the cube.
Yes. Is that harder or easier than gleaming the cube?
I don't know. It's a good question that you would have to ask someone else.
Maybe Christian Slater.
Well, what is the cube's name? Is it Gibson?
Hack the Planet Man.
Hack the Gibson. Yeah.
I just saw that. It was a true slice of 1994.
Oh, psychogeography. That's what I was trying to think of. Where, like, trying to understand a city by... Trying to understand people living in a city by studying the city and the design of the city.
That's neat.
Yeah.
So he ends up taking a wild ride on this flying rogue cube, scores a goal, and soars right out of the stadium. But hey, Windblade's there, and why don't we go get a drink or something?
Let's go hang out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And of course,
which is weird after like a couple scenes. Well, there aren't many scenes in the episode. Like, Windblade says that she's no one's type.
No, she says she's not a type.
Oh,
yes.
She says something like, "You haven't seen your type around here" or something. And she's like, "I'm not a type. I'm Windblade." I don't know. I feel like Windblade has the patience of a saint.
Yes.
Maybe not the best decision making when it comes to who to invest time in hanging out with.
Well, switching from Starscream to Bumblebee sort of makes sense.
I mean, that is a
Even
good
if
choice,
Bumblebee
yes.
is basically like a townie at a football game.
It's the dumbest. The dumbest. Also, I do like that when the cube gets hacked, the announcer announces that the game has become atypical. That's like the one thing I noticed.
I mean, there's sort of an underserved gag here where it's like an AI announcer because it uses like question mark at the end.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, a little
but I feel that we need to explain that because otherwise it kind of just looks like your actors didn't read the script. Anyway, so nobody actually remembers who won the game, but they do remember that Bumblebee had that wild ride on a crazy cube.
That's all that matters, is they remember that Bumblebee did something stupid.
Yes, and he's like, "Hey, why don't we play around here?" And then neither of them know what the rules are.
Yay!
And that's the end of that chapter.
End of that episode. So yeah, pretty great. I mean, again, I do like when there's like Cybertronian culture, but I do not care about sport, and I just did not care about this episode.
Yeah, no.
The last one was much better.
Yes.
I mean, I am I believe, the sole sports fan here, but I needed a less superficial examination of this. I mean, this is the most generic possible space sport.
Yeah,
ever.
it needed a better name for it, maybe a little bit more explained rules, better mascot costume, something.
It's a little bit football, a little bit rugby, but there's a cube.
I feel like if you're going to have Transformers involved, you need to incorporate that in some way. Like, have it be something that involves alt modes and...
Yes, yes, they're all ground vehicles. Is there a reason for that? Are you supposed to drive the ball or hit the ball or the cube?
Could be, yeah.
I mean, I hate to give her credit for anything, but that British fantasy writer who shall not be named did come up with a more sensical...
Ridiculous, but there were rules.
Yes.
Admittedly, this is for like a 10-minute episode, but like something more. The only clear rule that seemed to be existing was if you hold the ball long enough, it'll glow and make you glow. I guess that's a point?
Yeah.
But like there was no scoreboard or anything. It just... Give me some... Rip off the rules of some other sport in robot form.
Yes,
I needed some Cybertronian John Madden giving me the X's and O's here.
we needed a little more meat on the bones of this world building.
Oh, yeah. Crazy announcers. Even throwing in like 2 crazy announcers would have done a lot of heavy lifting.
Exactly. Yes.
I mean, I did like the little ball reading punctuation. But...
Yeah, give me like a robotic Bob Euchre or something.
Yeah.
Just a bit outside.
So we had one good episode this week and one meh episode.
That's right. But we will be back next week with more. More Transformers Cyberverse. But until then, are we taking are we heading off to Prismos this week?
No, not this time. I instead have taken on a bunch of extra cats, so
Gotcha.
I did not have time to do the whole rundown. But
Yay,
Okay.
I will finish that at some point when I have time.
Well, this is a long-ass series, so there is no great rush.
Yes.
But we will be back next week with more Transformers Cyberverse. Until then, you can find us all over the internet. We're on Twitter. We're on Facebook. We are on Mastodon, and we have a Patreon.
Yes, we are hosted on iaconunderground.net, where we have a Patreon to set up. Oh my goodness, I can't words now. My brain got to sport, and now I can't word. We are hosted...
Just another citizen who isn't ready for some football.
Yeah. We are hosted on iaconunderground.net, where we have a Patreon set up to help with hosting and other expenses. That is at patreon.com/iaconunderground. For the month of September, we have not gotten to recording it yet, so I can't drop any fun preview stuff, but we are watching... again, as I said with Transformers 1, it's a little bold that they occasionally refer to it as an untold story. We are going to go back to the first time it was told in G1 with War Dawn, which we are doing for my birthday because it also heavily involves my favorite boys, my best sons, the Aerial Bots. So we will be recording that this month. For every month, for as little as $1 a month, you can listen to our special episodes. They are super fun, just lots of stuff that doesn't fit into the actual standard podcast. Things adjacent to movies coming out at the time, or random other cartoons. We had the misfortune of watching that episode of that terrible Spider-Man cartoon with Deadpool in it.
Oof.
So yes, that is patreon.com/iaconunderground.
Somehow the worst Spider-Man cartoon we've watched, and we watched one that had Lisa Loeb in it.
Yeah,
it was worse than the MTV CG ones somehow.
Yeah, it was not what it needed to be.
It might have just been that episode, but that was a real bad episode.
It was a real stinker.
I think it's not a good show. That one was unusually obnoxious.
Yeah.
And who am I kidding? The presence of Lisa Loeb is generally a plus.
This is true.
All right, so until next time, I'm Rob.
I'm Jen.
And I'm David.
The Cube!
Where's the cube, boy? Oh, Megatron wanted to play ball. He wanted to play ball with the little boy. Oh.